They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep is Tyreek Hill.
Eagle. 8-5-3. We got to go.
First down, Vic. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rob Woodson with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
With all the good scouting that goes on in the league, you would think that someone would read a few stats like this one. Rod Woodson holds the NFL record for intercepts returned for touchdowns with 12 in his career. So why do you throw it in his area?
They're just lucky that he didn't return that one for a touchdown. Did get the pick, though. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Flush to his right. Finding room at the 30. He completes it to Julio Jones. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Cam's going to run the option right. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get there by the quarterback.
Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, get right down. Get right down.
Off play action. Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Chargers getting set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lawrence Taylor in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Dancing. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Taylor getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Vick operating on 1st down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. On third down, Vic. And got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Jones has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Here's Newton now on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Newton on first down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, let's go!
A first down carry by Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They run a draw here on second down. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. And here come the Redskins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Go, go, go. Eagle, eagle. Wait this hot. Wait this hot.
Vic on second down. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Vic with the incompletion there on third down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Vic to throw it. Now he'll escape to his right. Looking long for his tight end read. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On second down, here's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Lawrence Taylor able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the gun, Vic. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jabal Sheard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So out come the Chargers. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me is they run it again with Williams. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Vick. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On third down, Vick out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Now, and this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
From the 50, Newton. Being chased out left. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins are going to win the football game. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Vick. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0.
I seen the best of them, Jando.
Dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the interstate. Yeah, we really touch. We touch. October, I'm about to another state. He went down in Arizona, don't get me involved. An empty box in the car means they coming for all. I had six phones, I got rid of them all. We get hit and sit down, we don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission, I'm just young and I'm living.
I done seen the best of them, Jando. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. Line looking like they waiting on the retro. Sixes, I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Vick will look to throw on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Vick. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Well, this might be a free play for Vick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Again, it's Vick. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now here's Vick. Eluding the pressure right. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Here's Michael Vick, steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down.
All right, Captain, it's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Vick, third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ricky Williams from 10 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Terry connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
First down, Vic. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, let's go.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Dancing to his left. And he's got room. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Eagle, eagle. Go, go, go.
From the red zone now, Vick. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now again running left for Gurley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Mike,
Brady to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Brady now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Back now here live in New Orleans. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Right 90, right 20. Double. And it's hot.
This is Ricky Williams. He spent 3 years as a Saint. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Avoids him at the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. Paper. Double.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Quick.
Now Michael Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Saints signal for another timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Vick. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Elliott puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now a desperation throw deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley in the final minute. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. It's a very short kick taken by an man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Now here's Vic, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see the defenses.
Well, going.
Nothing on that beat.
Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my bands, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. Know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Money bag.